Hello everyone, I'm Candy from Susan's family. Today, I'm sharing you the Botanical Sensations series, the Lily Vest. This product is divided into several parts. The left back piece, the right back piece, the front piece, the collar edging, the cuff, the hem edging and the ties. First, complete the left and right back pieces separately. Then connect them at the corresponding row numbers. After completing this, crochet the front piece. Once the front piece is done, connect the shoulders and the positions below the chest pieces. Next, crochet the collar edging around the neckline. Crochet the sleeve cuffs at the armhole positions. Then, starting from the hem of the back piece and the foundation chain of the front piece, crochet the hem edging. Finally, crochet the ties, attach it to the back piece. This product comes in multiple sizes. The making method is similar. Here, I will demonstrate using the small size as an example. For other sizes, after learning the stitch techniques and crochet methods, follow the chart instructions in your hand to crochet. Start by learning the left back piece. The left and right here are determined based on the actual wearing orientation. The left back piece is divided into the hem and the body. The chest piece and shoulder parts are divided into several areas. Start with a foundation chain. Work back and forth along the foundation chain to crochet each section upward. Several crochet stitches will be applicated, and the charts will have corresponding markings. I won't list all of them here for explanation. Below, please watch as I demonstrate the specific crocheting method. Start with a foundation chain. Since this product is crocheted using hand-dyed yarn, the actual hand-dyed yarn has multiple color segments. If the color of the starting position in crocheting is different, the effect of the finished product will also be different. Everyone can refer to the finished product, or choose according to your own preference, and select the corresponding color part of the hand-dyed yarn to start crocheting. Since the yarn is special, it's not easy to undo if mistakes are made. I suggest practicing first with spare yarn from home to learn the crocheting method. Once familiar, then crochet with the original yarn. For watching clearly, I will demonstrate using cotton yarn here. The colors are random. For specific yarn details, color schemes, and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product. Take the corresponding yarn and make a slip knot first. Hold the yarn with the left hand and hold the hook with the right hand. Insert the hook into the slip knot loop. Adjust the loop size. Then refer to the chart and crochet the corresponding number of chains. Don't make the chains too tight, so it will be easier to insert the hook for the first row later. That completes the foundation chain. Now move on to the first row. Read the chart from right to left. Start with 3 chains as the turning chain for double crochets. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet, correspond to the 4th chain from the end. Start from the 5th chain. Pick up the back loop of the chains and crochet 2 double crochets. Continue with 2 half double crochets. Then 2 single crochets. After completing, refer to the chart and crochet the corresponding number of slip stitches. Be mindful not to tighten. None of the oval-shaped slip stitches should be tightened. Once completed, leave the remaining chains unworked for now. This completes the first row. We will consider the side with clearer texture as the right side of the piece. That is, the side where the starting chain yarn tail is on your left hand. Continue to the second row. Refer to the chart from left to right. Start with 1 chain to begin. Turn the work counterclockwise. Pick up the braid of the second slip stitch below. Crochet 1 single crochet through these 2 strands like this. If you can't find it, then flip to the front side to locate it. On the left, pick the braid of the slip stitch and crochet 1 single crochet. Then do 2 half double crochets. Followed by 3 double crochets. Next, pick stitches on the left and crochet 5 double crochets in sequence. Since the piece has been turned over, the stitches correspond to the upper left corner position. After completing this section, the next stitch is a front post treble crochet because the piece has been turned over. When crocheting on the wrong side, you need to work the back post treble crochet. Pick the double crochet stitch post on the left and crochet it. Yarn over the hook twice. Insert the hook from the back of the fabric to the front. And come out on the right side of this double crochet post. Insert from the left side of it. Wrap the entire post of the double crochet stitch. Yarn over and draw through. Yarn over again. Draw through the next 2 loops on your hook. Repeat this 3 times. That completes 1 back post treble crochet stitch. The height should match the one on the right approximately. You can see this treble crochet back post stitch here. It corresponds to the stitch below where the yarn exits. From the right side, it creates the texture of a front post treble crochet stitch. Now let's move on to the last stitch. It's also a front post treble crochet stitch. Just a reminder, when crocheting on the wrong side, you need to work a back post treble crochet. That means yarn over twice. Then insert your hook from back to front, coming out on the right side of the turning chain from the row above. Insert it on the left side of that chain. wrapping around the entire turning chain as you pick up and crochet, yarn over and draw through. Yarn over again, draw through the next 2 loops on your hook. Repeat this 3 times. That's how you complete one back post treble crochet stitch. That completes the second row. Next, let's move on to the third row. Starting from this row, some sizes may have different stitch patterns or insertion points. However, the techniques are similar. I will continue demonstrating using the smallest size as an example. For other sizes, learn the method first before crocheting. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. This counts as 1 double crochet. Turn your work. These 3 chains correspond to the last stitch of the previous row. Crochet 1 front post treble crochet into the second stitch. Yarn over twice. Insert the hook from the front to the back of the fabric. And insert it from the right side of this double crochet. Come out on the left side. Pick up the entire post of the double crochet and crochet around it. Yarn over and draw through. Yarn over again, draw through the first 2 loops on your hook. Repeat this 3 times. That completes 1 front post treble crochet. Continue by crocheting 5 double crochets into the next stitch on the left. The next stitch is a popcorn made with 5 double crochets. We'll refer to this as the popcorn from now on. First, work 5 double crochets in the same stitch. Then enlarge the loop. Remove the hook. Insert the hook through the first double crochet stitch. Bring it back through the enlarged loop. Draw the yarn through. At the same time, use your left middle finger to hold the back of the double crochet. This makes it protrude forward. Finally, work 1 chain to secure. That completes 1 popcorn. Crochet 2 double crochets into the next stitch on the left. Skip 1 stitch without working. Crochet 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Then work 1 chain as a transition. Crochet 2 double crochets into the next stitch on the left. After completing, pick up the top of the turning chain from the previous row, and work 1 double crochet. Alternatively, you can crochet into the last slip stitch of the first row. Then pick up the front loop of the chain above. Work 1 double crochet into it. Followed by 3 half double crochets. Two single crochets. Corresponding number of slip stitches. Remaining chains are left unworked for now. This completes the third row. Now let's move on to the fourth row. Make one beginning chain. Turn your work. Start working this small section with slip stitches, just like in the second row. Begin from the second slip stitch on the left. Pick up and work 2 single crochets into it. Two half double crochets. Three double crochets. After completing, pick up the left stitch, and work 4 double crochets into it sequentially. Then work 3 treble crochets back post stitches below in sequence. Just a reminder again, when crocheting on the wrong side, you need to work the treble crochet back post stitches. After finishing, pick the left stitch and work 1 double crochet into it. On the next stitch, work 1 double crochet increase, that is, work 2 double crochets in the same stitch. This completes the double crochet increase, then work 1 chain. Skip the chain below and leave it unworked. Work 1 treble crochet back post stitch on the adjacent double crochet stitch. Continue by skipping 1 stitch. Work 1 double crochet on the left stitch. Work the next double crochet into the first double crochet stitch of the popcorn. Alternatively, you can also work into the chain of the popcorn based on your preference, or into the gap. Both are fine. Work 5 double crochets on the left double crochet stitch. Then pick the left treble crochet front post, and work 1 treble crochet back post. Come out on the right side. Insert from the left side. Crochet around the post of the picked treble crochet front post stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over again. Draw through the next 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this process 3 times. That completes 1 treble crochet back post stitch. Next, pick up the left beginning chain, and work 1 treble crochet back post stitch. This finishes row 4. Continue to row 5. Chain 3 as your beginning chain. This counts as 1 double crochet stitch. Turn your work. Pick the left treble crochet front post stitch. Work 1 treble crochet front post stitch. Hook 6 double crochets into the left stitch one by one. Skip 1 stitch and hook 1 treble crochet front post stitch. Then make 1 chain for transition. Skip the chain below. Pick the left double crochet stitch and work 1 double crochet increase. Continue to work 1 popcorn in the left stitch. First, work 5 double crochets in the stitch. After completing it, stretch the loop larger. Take the crochet hook. Insert the hook into the first double crochet stitch. Bring it back through the enlarged loop. Use your left middle finger to hold the back part. Pull the yarn through. This will make the double crochet pop forward. Then, work 1 chain to secure. That's how you complete the popcorn. Work 1 double crochet on the left stitch. Pick up the front post of the treble crochet stitch from the left side. Work 3 front post treble crochet stitches in sequence. Crochet 6 double crochets on the left side consecutively. Skip 1 stitch without working. Work 1 front post treble crochet in the next stitch. Pick the post of the half double crochet and crochet into it. Continue with 1 chain for transition. Skip 1 stitch below. Increase 1 double crochet in the stitch on the left. Work 1 popcorn. Pick up the turning chain from the previous row, and work 1 double crochet. Then pick up the chain of the stitch. Work 2 double crochets in sequence. Work 2 half double crochets. Work 2 single crochets. Crochet the corresponding number of slip stitches. That completes the 5th row. Now let's move on to the 6th row. Make 1 beginning chain, turn your work. Start working this small section on the slip stitch. It's the same as the 4th row. Start from the 2nd slip stitch on the left. Pick up the braids. Work 2 single crochets in sequence. Work 2 half double crochets. Work 3 double crochets. After completing, pick up the stitch on the left, and work 7 double crochets in sequence. Work the next double crochet into the first double crochet of the popcorn. Or you can do it according to your preference. You can work into the chain or gap of the popcorn. I won't repeat this in the following steps. Work 1 double crochet on the left double crochet stitch. Work 1 double crochet increase. Then work 1 chain for transition. Skip the bottom chains. Pick the front post treble crochet on the left, and work 1 back post treble crochet. Skip 1 stitch. Start from the adjacent stitch and work 5 double crochets in sequence. Then work 3 back post treble crochets. Work 3 double crochets on the left in sequence. Work 1 double crochet increase. Work 1 chain. Skip 1 stitch and work 1 back post treble crochet. Continue to skip 1 stitch. Finally, work 5 double crochets in sequence. Work 2 back post treble crochets. This completes row 6. For the remaining rows of the hem, The crocheting method and stitches have been demonstrated before. Pay attention. Some sizes have one extra row compared to the smaller size. It ends on the right side. Just follow the chart and crochet the corresponding stitches. That concludes the crocheting method for the hem. After completing the hem, don't cut the yarn, and continue with the first row of the body. Here, I will still use the small size chart as an example, and demonstrate it for you. For some sizes, crocheting is done on the right side. For some sizes, you can first review the method. Before starting to crochet, start with 3 chains as beginning chain. Turn the work over. Pick up the front post treble crochet, and work 1 front post treble crochet. Work 2 double crochets sequentially on the left stitch. Then chain 1 as a bridge. Work 1 double crochet on the adjacent stitch. Skip 1 stitch and leave it unworked. Work 1 double crochet each on the left chain space, and the double crochet stitch. Work 1 popcorn on the next stitch. After completing it, work 5 double crochets sequentially on the left stitch. On the 3 front post treble crochet posts on the left, work 3 front post treble crochets sequentially. We will consider the stitches from the 3rd stitch to here as one sequence. The following steps involve repeating this sequence. Continue working according to the chart all the way down to finish this row. This completes the first row. Continue with the second row. Make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Turn the work. Work 4 double crochets sequentially on the left stitch. Skip 1 stitch. Pick up and work 1 back post treble crochet on the adjacent double crochet post. Work 1 chain as a transition. Skip 1 stitch below. Work 1 double crochet increase on the left stitch. Work 1 double crochet. On the 3 adjacent front post treble crochet posts, work 3 treble crochets back post sequentially. Continue working 3 double crochets sequentially on the left stitch. We will consider all the stitches except the beginning chain as one sequence. Then, repeat this sequence for the following part. Follow the chart and complete this row. Pay attention that the last 2 stitches are treble crochet back post. This completes the second row. Now let's move on to the third row. Make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Turn the work. Work 1 treble crochet front post on the left. Work 1 double crochet. Work 1 popcorn. Continue with 1 double crochet increase. Then work 1 chain for transition. Skip 1 stitch below. Pick up the adjacent stitch and work 1 treble crochet front post. Continue skipping 1 stitch. Pick the left stitch and work 6 double crochets sequentially. Work 3 treble crochet front posts. We will consider the stitches from the third stitch up to this point as one repeating sequence. Next, you just repeat this sequence. Follow the chart and keep crocheting until the third last stitch. Now we've reached this position. Finally, work a double crochet decrease DC2 tog. For some sizes, the body section doesn't require the double crochet decrease. However, the bust piece does need to be crocheted. Here, you can first check the crocheting method. The method for double crochet decrease is, you need to start by working 2 incomplete double crochets. Start with the first one. Yarn over once. Yarn over again. Yarn over once more. Insert the hook. Pull through. Yarn over again. Draw through the first 2 loops on your hook. That completes 1 incomplete double crochet. Next, pick up the 2 strands of the third chain from the starting chain. Work 1 more incomplete double crochet. Now there are 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all loops at once. That completes the double crochet decrease. Follow this method whenever you encounter a double crochet decrease. This finishes row number 3. For the remaining rows of the body, work even on one side and decrease gradually on the other side. Just follow the pattern chart to work the corresponding stitches. When you encounter a spot like this, the next row will not be worked on the turning chain. Refer to the chart for the insertion point and work accordingly. That concludes the explanation of the bodice crocheting method. After completing the body, move on to crochet the chest piece. Here, I'll demonstrate using the smallest size as an example. For other sizes, learn the crocheting method first. Then proceed with crocheting. My sample has fewer rows for demonstration purposes. Just demonstrating the method. Make 3 chains to start. Turn your work. Everyone, follow the pattern and keep crocheting until the fourth last stitch. Now we've reached this position. The last stitch is a half double crochet decrease. Other sizes will also use this stitch technique. First, watch the crocheting method, then refer to the chart for crocheting. The crocheting method for the half double crochet decrease is as follows. Yarn over the hook once, insert the hook into the left stitch, yarn over and pull through. Continue with the adjacent stitch and make another incomplete half double crochet. Finally, yarn over one more time, and pull through all loops on the hook. That completes the half double crochet decrease. Use this method whenever you encounter a half double crochet decrease. Leave the last turning chain unworked. That completes the first row. Continue with the second row. Make one beginning chain. Turn the work. Skip one stitch and leave it unworked. Work one slip stitch into the next stitch on the left. Do not pull too tight. Pay attention, for oval-shaped slip stitches, do not tighten them. Work one single crochet into the next stitch. Work one half double crochet into the adjacent stitch. For the following stitch patterns, they have been demonstrated before. Just follow the pattern chart to crochet. This completes the second row. For the remaining rows of the chest piece, start by working one side evenly without increasing or decreasing. Gradually decrease on the other side. After completing it, work both sides evenly without increasing or decreasing. Just follow the pattern chart to crochet. The method for double crochet decrease DC2 tog is the same as the third row of the body shown earlier. The method for crocheting the double crochet decrease is the same. Just follow the previous crocheting method to work. This concludes the explanation of the crocheting method for the chest piece. After completing the chest piece, secure the end with a chain. Leave a 10 cm yarn tail and fasten off. Next, we will crochet the shoulder parts. There are fewer rows in my sample for demonstration purposes. I will only demonstrate the technique. Turn your work, refer to the chart and insert the hook into the corresponding position. Get the yarn. Start with a slip knot. Insert the crochet hook into the knotted loop. Draw the yarn through. Adjust the loop size. Joining the yarn is now complete. Then, follow the chart to finish crocheting the shoulder parts. Finally, fasten off and weave in the ends. Hide the yarn tail on the wrong side of the piece. That's all for the crocheting method of the left back piece. Next, let's learn the right back piece. It also consists of the hem, the body, the bust section, and the shoulder parts. The hem starts with a chain cast on. Crochet back and forth along the starting chain to work each section upward. Here, I'll demonstrate using the small size chart as an example. For other sizes, watch the demonstration first. Then follow the pattern to crochet. Let's watch the demonstration. Take out the yarn. Start with a foundation chain. After completing the chain, move on to the first row. Work one chain as beginning chain. Start from the second to last stitch of the chain. Pick up one strand on the top of the chain, and work 7 slip stitches in sequence. Pay attention, don't pull the slip stitches too tight. Once the slip stitches are completed, continue and work 2 single crochets in sequence. Work 2 half double crochets. Work 3 double crochets. That completes the first row. Move on to the second row. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Turn the work. Pick up the stitches on the left side, and work 1 back post treble crochet. Work the corresponding number of double crochets. Work 2 half double crochets. Work 2 single crochets. Refer to the chart and work the corresponding number of chains. That completes the second row. Move on to the third row now. Make 1 beginning chain. Turn the work. Pick up 1 strand on the top of the chains, and work the corresponding number of slip stitches. Work 2 single crochets. Work 2 half double crochets. Work 3 double crochets. Move to the stitch position. Pick up the stitch and work 5 double crochets. Work 1 popcorn. Work 2 double crochets. Skip 1 stitch and leave it unworked. Work 1 double crochet into the left stitch. Work 1 chain. Work 2 double crochets. Finally, work 2 treble crochets front post stitches. That completes the 3rd row. Continue to crochet the 4th row. Work 3 chains as the beginning chain. Turn the work. Crochet 1 treble crochet back post stitch on the left side. Work 1 double crochet. Work 1 double crochet increase. Then make 1 chain as a transition. Skip the chain below and leave it unworked. Crochet 1 treble crochet back post stitch on the left side. Continue to skip 1 stitch and leave it unworked. Pick up the left stitch and work 7 double crochets in sequence. Work 3 treble crochet back post stitches. Continue to work 1 double crochet. Work 1 double crochet increase. Then make 1 chain as a transition. Skip 1 stitch below and leave it unworked. Crochet 1 treble crochet on the left side. Yarn over the hook twice. Insert the hook into the left stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over again, and draw through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this 3 times. That's how you complete the treble crochet. Skip 1 slip stitch on the left side. Pick the next chain and work 2 double crochets in sequence. Work 2 half double crochets. Work 2 single crochets. Finally, make the corresponding number of chains. That completes the 4th row. After completing the 4th row, move on to the 5th row. Make 1 beginning chain. Turn your work. When you reach the chain position, it's similar to the method used in the 3rd row. When you reach the chain position, Start by working the corresponding number of slip stitches. Then work 2 single crochets. Work 2 half double crochets. Work 3 double crochets. Next, proceed to the stitch position. Just follow the chart and crochet the corresponding stitches. That's how you complete the 5th row. For the remaining rows of the right back piece, start by following the method used in the previous rows. Refer to the pattern chart and crochet the hem. On one side, work even. On the other side, gradually decrease stitches. This will form the body section. After completing it, don't cut the yarn, and move on to crocheting the front piece. For the front piece, start by working even on one side. Gradually decrease stitches on the other side. After completing it, work even on both sides. Just follow the chart for crocheting. After finishing the front piece, don't cut the yarn and continue crocheting the shoulder parts. That concludes the crocheting method for the right back piece. Take the left and right back pieces. Place the 2 fabric pieces, one on the left and one on the right, with the right side facing you. Count the last 8 to 9 rows of the front piece. Pay attention, join on the wrong side. Below, I'll demonstrate the joining method using this small sample. The swatch has fewer rows. It's only for demonstrating the technique. First, secure the starting and ending positions with yarn. Evenly fix a few points in the middle. After completing it, flip to the back side. Start joining from one side. Here, I'll join from the last row of the edge stitch on the front piece. Pass through both the double crochet stitch and the 3rd chain of the beginning chain. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet at the joining position. Then, crochet 1 or 2 chains for transition. Here, I'll do 1 chain. On the left side, pass through a few threads along the edge and work 1 single crochet. The interval length should be roughly the same as the chain length. Remove the marked thread as you go. Finally, fasten off and weave in the ends. This way, the left and right back pieces are connected. Set it aside for later use. Next, let's learn how to make the front piece. It is divided into the body, chest piece, and shoulder parts. The body also starts with the foundation chain. Work along the foundation chain. After completing the starting chain for the body, crochet the first row. When crocheting the first row, pick up one strand on the top of the chain and continue crocheting. For the following rows, slowly decrease stitches on both sides. Keep crocheting until you reach the corresponding row number. Once completed, don't cut the yarn and continue crocheting the chest piece. After finishing the chest piece, without cutting the yarn, continue crocheting the left shoulder part. For the right shoulder part, refer to the chart to find the corresponding position. Rejoin the yarn and continue crocheting. Note that, when you join the yarn for the first row of the right shoulder part, you need to pick up the color carefully. Choose a color similar to the last row of the chest piece to join the yarn. This ensures the color transition between the right shoulder part and the chest piece is not too abrupt. That concludes the crocheting method for the front piece. After completing both the front and back pieces, place the right sides of the front and back pieces together. With the wrong sides facing outwards. Align the shoulder positions. Use single crochets and chains to join them together. Take the right front piece as an example. Note that the left and right front pieces refer to the actual left and right when worn. Place the right front piece and the back piece with the right sides facing each other and the wrong sides facing outwards. You can start joining from either side. Overlap and align the shoulders properly. This swatch is the back piece. This is the right front piece. We'll start from the edge here. Continue joining until you reach this double crochet position. On the back piece, this is where the double crochet position is. Insert the hook under a few strands of yarn at the edges of both fabric pieces. Join the yarn. Work one chain. Work one single crochet at the place where you joined the yarn. Then work 2 to 3 chains. I'm working 3 chains here. Leave a small space. Insert the hook under a few strands of yarn at the edge of the fabric pieces. Work one single crochet. This distance is roughly the same as the length of the chains. Make sure the fabric doesn't shrink after completing it. And when you encounter carrying yarn, wrap the carried yarn into the stitches. Joining together is done by alternating one single crochet with 2 to 3 chains. Complete the joining of this edge. Once done, fasten off the yarn. After the shoulder connection is finished, continue to join the section below the chest piece. Do this in the same way as the shoulder joining method. That concludes the explanation of the joining process. Next, we will learn about the remaining parts. First, let's talk about the collar edge. It goes around the neckline position. Follow the path along the neckline. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. The stitch techniques used are front post double crochet, FPDC, and back post double crochet, BPDC. Please watch the demonstration. Take the connected front and back pieces. Place the back piece facing you, with the front piece on top. Locate the right side. Refer to the chart. Insert the hook into the corresponding position. Proceed with joining the yarn. Make 3 chains as the beginning chain. This counts as 1 double crochet, DC, then follow the insertion points shown in the chart. Crochet a round of double crochets in rounds. Finally, pick up the top of the beginning chain, and join with a slip stitch. That completes the first round. Now let's move on to the second round. Work 2 chains as the beginning chain. These 2 chains correspond to the stitch below. Pick the left side of the DC post, and work 1 back post double crochet. Yarn over the hook once. Pull the yarn from the back of the fabric piece to the front, and come out on the right side of this double crochet stitch. Insert from the left side. Pick up the post of the double crochet, and work a double crochet. That completes 1 back post double crochet. On the left, pick the post of the double crochet, and work 1 front post double crochet. Insert from the right side of this double crochet stitch. Come out on the left side. Entirely pick up the post of the double crochet, and work a double crochet. That completes 1 front post double crochet. Continue by picking up the post of the double crochet on the left to work a back post double crochet. Pull the yarn from the wrong side of the fabric piece to the right side, and come out on the right side of this double crochet stitch. Insert from the left side. Pick the post of the double crochet and crochet. That completes another back post double crochet, BPDC. The next stitch is a front post double crochet, FPDC. Pull the yarn from the right side of the fabric piece to the wrong side. Insert from the right side of this double crochet stitch. Come out on the left side. Work entirely around the post of the double crochet stitch. That completes another front post double crochet, FPDC. Next, work 1 back post double crochet, BPDC. Alternate with 1 front post double crochet, FPDC. Keep crocheting all the way to the second to last stitch. Finally, work 1 back post double crochet, BPDC, at the end. Then join with a slip stitch. Pick up the gap between the beginning chain and the first back post double crochet, BPDC. That completes the second round. Now let's work on the final round. Make 2 chains as the beginning chain. On the left side, work 1 back post double crochet, BPDC. Then work 1 front post double crochet, FPDC. Skip one stitch without working into it. Work one front post double crochet, FPDC, into the next stitch. Continue on the left side, working one back post double crochet, BPDC. You'll notice that we are crocheting front post double crochets, FPDC, on top of the FPDCs from the previous round, and we're crocheting back post double crochets, BPDC, on top of the BPDCs from the previous round. When you encounter a skipped stitch, simply skip it without crocheting. Everyone follow the chart to complete this round. Finally, join with a slip stitch. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. That concludes how to crochet the collar edge. After completing the collar edge, we will move on to the cuff. The crocheting method is similar to that of the collar edge. Join the yarn at the underarm position. For the first round, crochet one round of double crochets along the sleeve opening. For the second and third rounds, alternate between front post double crochets and back post double crochets. Follow the chart to complete the cuff edge. After finishing the cuffs, let's move on to the hem edging. Crochet back and forth along the hem of the back piece and the starting point of the front piece. Take the garment. Rotate it, with the starting point facing up. And locate the starting point of the right back piece. Join the yarn at the edge. Below, I'll demonstrate the crocheting method using this sample swatch. Refer to the chart and join the yarn at the corresponding position. That is, attach the yarn with the other two strands of the chain. Make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Then, follow the chart and crochet a row of double crochets along the hem of the back piece and the starting point of the front piece. This means picking up the other 2 strands of the chain to crochet. When you reach the slip stitch position, you can also work directly into the slip stitch. There's no specific requirement for the insertion point. Just make sure the fabric piece stays flat. That completes the first row. Now let's move on to the second row. Make 2 chains as the beginning chain. Turn your work. The next stitch on the chart is a back post double crochet. Since you've turned the work, when crocheting on the wrong side, you need to work the front post double crochet. The chart shows the texture on the right side. From the front, it will look like a back post double crochet texture. After completing that, the next stitch on the chart is a front post double crochet, so you need to work the back post double crochet. From the front, it will appear as a front post double crochet texture. Following that, it's one front post double crochet and one back post double crochet worked alternately. Keep going until you finish this row. That completes the second row. Now let's move on to the third row. Start with 2 chains as your beginning chain. Turn your work. Since you're crocheting on the right side, just work. Refer to the chart. It will be 1 back post double crochet, followed by 1 front post double crochet worked alternately. Alternatively, you can also check the texture below. When you encounter a back post double crochet, work a back post double crochet. Follow the chart and keep going until you finish this row. Once the third row is completed, fasten off and weave in the ends. That concludes the crocheting method for the hem. Lastly, let's talk about the ties. Use the hanging yarn to crochet chains. Keep crocheting until you reach the length indicated on the chart. Below, I will show you a method for hanging yarn to crochet chains. Everyone, watch the demonstration first. Then proceed with crocheting. Below is a demonstration of the method for hanging yarn to crochet chains. Leave a yarn tail about 3 times the desired cord length at the front. Hold the yarn with your left hand. The reserved yarn tail should be below. Start by making a knot. Then, hang the reserved yarn from front to back onto the hook. Yarn over. Draw the yarn through the loop and the hanging yarn. The first stitch is complete. Hang the yarn tail from below, from front to back, onto the hook. Continue crocheting. Yarn over. Draw the yarn through. Repeat the process of hanging and crocheting. When you reach the desired length, leave a yarn tail. Break the yarn. If sewing is needed, leave the yarn tail a bit longer. After completing the tie, sew 1 wooden bead at each end. Pass the reserved yarn through the wooden bead. Finally, hide the yarn tail. Then tie a knot at this end. Push the wooden bead to the knot. This way, one end of the wooden bead is attached. Cut another piece of yarn for the other end. Use this wooden bead to demonstrate the securing method for the other end. Pass through the tie. Then work the 2 strands as 1 strand and pass it through the needle. Pull both strands through the wooden bead together. Remove the yarn from the needle. Then tie a knot. Push the wooden bead to the knot. If it's not in the desired position, you can undo it and retie the knot. Take the tie and attach it below the connection point of the back piece. Go through one corresponding hole on both the left and right sides of the back piece simultaneously. Fold the tie in half. Then cross it over, left and right, then cross again, left and right. From now on, cross every 2 to 3 rows. Or you can also cross according to your preferred distance. The distance to leave at the bottom without tying depends on personal preference. Here, I'll leave about 16 to 20 rows from the bottom untied. Finally, tie a bow. That concludes the explanation of the ties. Up to this point, the entire product has been fully explained. If you have any questions during the process, don't hesitate to reach us via our website. Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next episode.